if anything, it also made me think about some of the failures that I've had. Some funnier than others, right? But I think my favorite one that I thought of, and I just had lunch with my dude Eric Smith the other day. So back in high school, as you two know, I was in an R&B group, right? Shout out to Focus.
That's such a late 90s R&B name.
Right.
Give it up for Focus.
Yeah.
Focus coming to the stage.
Man, so my man Chris Rich, now Axel Rich, Eric Smith, Ben C, Ro Cadence, and Kevin Titus, right? So it was the five of us. Hey, we were solid. We were cool. It was a good thing to do. All that being said, man, so we were in high school together, and every year at Eastern, they had the
talent show.
Right. The talent show, right? The vaudeville thing. So it wasn't just one night, too. So it was like a 3-night set.
Yeah.
So if you made it, which we did, you performed 3 nights in a row. All right. So like we had, I was the bass, obviously, right?
Obviously.
But we had the I might even post a picture. We had the black suits with the white button-up shirts and the butterfly collars.
Y'all was never playing. Y'all was always serious.
Y'all was sharp.
Yeah,
Y'all was sharp.
So I mean, we were killing. So first night came out, we did acapella Shy, If I Ever Fall in Love, right? Yes. Killing it, right? Killing it. So transitions with her, moves with her, boom, 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 killing. The stage drops afterwards. Everybody goes, wow. We like, boom, we made it. Like, yeah, that's what's up. Second night, we go in. We do the same thing. People are talking now. So I think the first night was on like a Wednesday night, right? So more people came. Came again. Boom, shut it down. Everybody's like, yeah, great. Third night, got a little cocky. Right? Got a little cocky.
Hey, swag can take over.
So it was the point where
y'all got corrupted.
it was the point where, like you said, it was so 90s, bro. It was so 90s that there was a point after the second verse, before the bridge, where me as the baritone was supposed to start talking to the audience, all like bassy and
just like
sexy,
just like your boy from Boys and Men.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Hey girl, you know I love you.
You know it's
missed
true.
You.
You know it's
So-
true.
You know you my girl.
So before we went out, they hyped me up. I'm like, hey man, I'm gonna do something different. They just like, yeah, man, just do something different. I'm like, I'm gonna ask like all the women to just like come to the stage, because at the end of every performance we had
the
roses.
roses.
We had a rose and we threw it in the audience, and they always came 2 nights in a row. They came, they got the roses.
I
we
remember that,
we
dog.
like we're killing it, right? Third night comes.
Ah, that's hilarious.
We kill the second verse. Everybody's smiling, right? My family's there this night, and I get to the point. I'm just like, verbatim. This is what I did. They were like, ooh, da-da. And then I spun out, and I'm like, I want all the ladies to come to the front. And I looked, and one girl, shout out to Charmaine, she stood up and she took 2 steps, and then she turned around and saw that nobody else was coming. And then she sat down. I'm like, yo. And then not only that, I hear the harmonies a little off. So I look back and they laughing at me. And then the audience is laughing.
You've been set up.
So I'm like, let me just take 2 steps back.
That will kill your swag.
So I mean, that was a failure. That was clearly a failure.
That's very
right?
brave, though.
That was very brave.
Very brave.
But
man.
like my own sister,
before-
my sister was in the audience. I'm like, come on, you can at least come down. Like,
But before you took that step out, you felt like you were.
I was killing
he
it.
had the power.
Bro, I was glowing. I had the Bruce Leroy glow.
You
Like,
had the glow.
man, come on, bro. It was just
Hey,
killing it.
but that's a part of life right there. Like
Right.
you had to go through that. Like Life had to bring you back down.
That's so real, man. That's so real. Listen, I mean, I'm gonna let y'all do your thing too. But if anybody has anything that can top that or match it at least, please feel free to email the Why Not Podcast.
I wish I could have
at
saw.
gmail.com.
I would love to
I
see
think
that
it's
on
still video. I think it's a video.
Oh man, we
I
gotta
think there might
find
be a
that.
video.
I would
I'm
love
gonna
to
ask-
see.
I'm gonna
I would
ask
love to
y'all.
see. Do y'all video any of y'all practices? I would love to see
Yeah.
y'all practice.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
I think we do.
who was David Ruffin?
That's got to be Chris.
Cause y'all used to. Y'all was being.
Shout out Chris.
They
man.
was
What's
spend
going on,
they was
man?
spend about 60% singing and 40% fighting. I just remember y'all being violent. Y'all were a violent singing group.
We were.
How do you have a violent singing group called Focus?
It was like I thought y'all was like an MMA group or something. Man. I
It was like the West Side Story, bro. But no, like we had like 4 of us were seniors, and Chris, the lead singer, the guy with the best voice, he was a sophomore. And I mean, you know,
So
we
he
enjoyed,
was Michael.
Yeah, we enjoyed making sure he stayed humble, man.
y'all was like a frat. Dog. Y'all would haze.
Y'all was hazing that young man.
Hey, but he's good now.
Hey, yeah,
he
I can
is.
listen. We
He
can't
definitely
take credit,
is,
but he
dude. Like,
is. He's legitimately
definitely like
talented.
transforming to a great
Yes.
artist, man. He has.
So by all means, check out Axel Rich. Axel Rich, if you want to hear the sum of all of our beating and the fact that he was laughing on stage as
Oh man,
But
that's,
they-
that's
for
classic.
all the ladies.
That's a great story. That's a great story.
But how did she walk up though? Like she walked up like
No,
she was gonna-
she didn't even make it to the front. She was like
She
in the
turned
fourth
back
row,
around and was like,
and she
"Whoa."
came to the middle aisle. She's like, yeah, and then she stopped. And I was like, no,
no.
come back. No. It's too late. Everybody's laughing. That was tough, man.
So what? Like,
That was
what
tough.
did y'all like place at the end of the competition?
Well,
Like-
it was more of a showcase. So like they did it, I think, for fundraising because they knew.
okay. Yeah,
you
I
know,
remember
people would come out.
Vaudeville. Yeah.
Yeah, they would come out and support and all that. But
Hey, but y'all were legendary in school at that particular point. Like, yeah, for real. Like y'all.
well, once you attach that caveat, man, we were, but all the ladies, man. I want all the ladies to come to the front.
To the front. You probably like had was it crickets?
Bruh.
But what if they'd have came though? What if they'd have came?
They would have came.
Here go one for you.
Here go one for you.
Take some rose.
Here,
Pep.
And you have to understand
you
that
you
that-
take 2.
If you remember at that particular point in time, like that cat's voice was like super deep. You know what I'm saying? Like where it was like
He's baritone.
hey.
Yeah.
So
It was tough, man. It was tough, but
I miss those days.
yeah,
Man,
come
definitely
on,
do
it's the
miss those
best,
days, man.
But I will say this though. Since then,
What did you learn from that
well,
experience?
honestly, I don't mind public speaking at all because the worst thing that could ever happen has
you're right.
already happened.
Yeah, you're right.
It has already happened.
Yeah.
How does it get any worse than that?
Nah, it doesn't. Nowhere. Look,
you've
there's no-
already reached the
there's-
bottom. You can't do
there's
anything
nowhere but
go
up.
to the
yeah.
top.
Yeah, ain't nowhere from there.
Because that was pure bottom.
Right. So I heard that, and hearing him talk about that made me think of that, and a couple other times I'll leave out. But I mean, for y'all, man, what